Welcome to the Two Wheel Boss channel. Interesting name for a channel, but really the meaning behind it is that I want you, the fellow motorcycle riders, to be the boss of your bike. And what that means is at slow speeds, you're in total control. Because a lot of the accidents that happen on motorcycles happen at low speeds. And a lot of the things that you do riding in a parking lot, riding in traffic, whatever, are at low speeds. A lot of the people, 95% or higher of people who ride motorcycles are not comfortable at slow speeds. Therefore, my purpose in this channel, or rather this channel's purpose, is to help my fellow motorcycle riders be safer. And one of the main ways to do that is by getting on your motorcycle and practicing, getting out to a parking lot, setting some cones down if you need to, or using the parking lot lines, and practice slow speed stuff, turnarounds, etc. The main tool you'll see on this channel will be videos of us practicing together, mostly because I find it extremely helpful to watch myself and other people after we've practiced together. There are certain things that we may miss. I may miss when I'm riding. I know that as I'm riding, I have throttle control, clutch control, balancing my brake and everything in there with it. But there are times when I might miss certain things like wheel placement, etc., things like that. So having those videos as part of this channel will be highly beneficial. As an example, a couple of us went out and practiced today. And this video is actually twofold. It's kind of to introduce this channel and to introduce that exercise video that we did. We ended up implementing a couple of exercises, actually three exercises. All three of them are generally done in Robert Simmons' video. And I'll link his channel in this video. But I must mention that one of the exercises we did is called Trust and Believe. The focus behind it is to train your brain to keep your feet on the feet boards at all times, as long as the bike is moving. But very important to mention this, that Trust and Believe name is trademarked. So I want to mention that now. So I think you'll find it actually a very intriguing exercise. If you haven't seen it before, enjoy the video that you'll see upcoming. But as well, Robert Simmons has done this exercise so many times. Go to his channel and you'll see that exercise. Very important exercise. Very important to keep your feet on the feet boards. So that again, very important to keep your feet on the footboards. The other exercise we did was called the right and left turn from a stop. Very important exercise. So as I mentioned, the purpose of this channel is to help my fellow motorcycle riders be very comfortable with slow speed maneuvers. Until next time. So if you find yourself struggling with putting your foot up here and turning right, there's a trick to it. And it might not be the right way, but this is the way I learned to do it if I have to. Turn left first. Watch. Just get used to that. You're going. You got the idea. Let's start with this first, though. Let's start with this trust and believe. That's what he likes to call it. And I'll make sure, because I'm going to put this on YouTube, and they're going to tell me, you need to make sure that you say it's trademarked. Got it. But Want me to show you how? Would you like a demonstration, or do you know how to do it? What's that? Would you like a demonstration, or do you know how to do it? No, yeah, give me one more demonstration. Here, why don't you move over there so you can see me from the front? Can you hear me? You got to cut it? So I'm going to come up to the orange cones in a minute. But the idea behind this is that, and you remember probably actually he didn't mention it this last time. Your steps, your first 4 steps are kind of a box. Have you heard that before? So left foot, so bottom left of the box, make sure you're in first gear. Right foot, bottom right of the box, cover your rear brake. Top of the right box, sorry, top right of the box, throttle, preload, keep it loaded. And you know what that means. Left hand, so here, 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 here. Clutch right before your sweet spot on there. So you know how to find the sweet spot. Right, when you feel it. And once you feel it starting to move, back off. Pull your clutch back in because you don't want to be moving at all. Because the whole point of this is you're bringing both feet up when you're completely stationary. And then you pull yourself out once you feel the bike starting to move. I'll show you once. You've seen it before, but so first gear, covering the rear brake. I'm not smashing it, I'm just covering it in case I'm rolling. And then I'm going to preload out there. And there's my clutch. You see that moving right there? I'll pull it back in, and I'm going to lift it up and go. And here's the thing about that exercise. You will not feel comfortable I didn't feel comfortable the first 30 or 40 times. So let's try to. Yeah, this is actually, in my opinion, not the slow race at all. This is, as Robert calls it, trust and believe. Trusting and believing. Have you heard him say, if there's power to the rear wheels? Well, recently he's changed it to say if there's sufficient power to the rear wheels, which is probably the correct way. Let me move out of the way and you can try it. You remember? So you good enough for the demonstration? So here's Robert. We have freeloaders here in Texas that I'm practicing with. We're going to be doing a couple of exercises here that I like the ones that Robert does. So starting with the trust and believe, trademarked by Robert, of course. Here we go. He's going to come up and sit in between these cones. This was kind of a visual. So remember, keep your hands off that, right? It doesn't matter. So actually, whichever way you go is dictated by which way your bike is going to fall a little bit. The only point of this exercise is to make sure your foot stays on the board. And right now, you're just having fun trying it out. So I'm going to stand behind you to help you. Okay, so first gear. Okay, yeah, sure. That's a good point. Thank you. And this is an exercise. Actually, all of them are the same. You definitely want to make sure in first gear first. So first gear, cover your brake, your rear brake, preload and keep it loaded. So probably, if that's how you feel comfortable, that'll be all right. Find your sweet spot. Good. And now at your leisure, pick up your left foot and slowly let your cuts out. But don't move. Yeah, good. You almost had it. Oh, that was really good. I saw him moving just a half an inch, which is completely fine. We're getting there. We're getting there. What's that? I use I use pulling in the clutch all the way to help the bike dip, so I can then let out the clutch and go. I don't see that as a bad habit, as long as you're familiar with how to get back into the friction zone. I mean, it's a personal preference, right? Like when I'm going to turn, lots of times I'll pull the clutch in just to get the bike leaning a little bit, but then you got to let it right back out to get in the lane. But actually, what you just did there a minute ago, actually did a really good job. But I did notice, did you feel yourself move a little bit before your foot came up? Then, okay, no, not a huge deal. Yeah, woo, yeah, that's a really good job. I did notice, and this is what a lot of people do at first. You're trying to get you have your foot up here on the brake, and you lift your foot up a little bit, trying to get your balance. You put your foot back down, lift your foot up, put your foot back down. It's completely normal, but you hopefully will get to the point where before you lift your foot, you're not actually trying to find your balance. You're just sitting there, lift your foot up. If you're a little bit off balance, it'll start falling and go. Don't actually look for your balance when you put your foot up.
I'm supposed to pause.
No.
Oh,
So
I'm not moving left.
the point of this exercise is not to show off. You don't care about that. People do that because they feel more comfortable with making sure they're trying to be balanced. You could actually lean it over a degree, lift it up, and quickly go right. It's the same thing. But whatever you feel comfortable with. Really good job. Wow. Let's do this a few more times. Oh, yeah. Oh, is it? Okay. And do me a favor. It actually gets you in the mindset of control. Once you do your trust and believe and bring it back up, don't go very far. Just stop again. Oh, yeah. And actually, yeah. So what I was trying to do, you know what? You're fine. You're good.
Oh, you want me to stop and go again?
You're actually good. There's no reason to do that. So I'm liking watching you. So when I do my trust and believe, lots of times I'll do it twice, but it doesn't matter. Like, but no, you're fine. Whatever you feel comfortable with, you're doing really good. Yeah, yeah. Wow, that's
I
pretty
think
good.
so. Number one, the fact that he's an authoritative figure, an ex-cop, that probably did a lot. The cones really throw me off.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm better if I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna make a short turn and have nothing I'm looking at or using as a marker. The
Are you
cones
using
really.
these? Because you shouldn't be looking
No,
at the
no, no.
cones.
Like in the other ones where he had us
Oh
coming
yeah,
in
yeah,
and then
yeah,
doing that
yeah.
or that, yeah.
So would you feel comfortable trying this again and giving yourself a little more time to let it fall a little more? If you don't, that's fine. Because the reason I mention that is because this exercise is you're doing fantastic. Sometimes what I try to do, I don't want to go too far with it because you can actually drop the bike if you're not careful. But let it fall just a little bit more to give yourself that feeling of, oh crap, I'm going down, and then let it out a little bit. Would you feel comfortable doing that? What's your duck seat here? So when you were letting your clutch out slowly earlier, were you doing it simply because you put your foot on the footboard, or were you doing it because you felt yourself falling? Okay. If you feel it, if you're comfortable with it, I don't want to ask you something you're not comfortable to do. Wait till you barely feel like you're falling, and then kick it out, because you're doing awesome. Nice. Yes. What's that?
Liking these left turns better, and that's typically the case for me. Like,
Okay.
if I don't ride for like a week, 2 weeks, I feel more comfortable the next time I'm on it. It's like that stuff's baked
Cool.
in me when I sleep or something.
Now, if you can do this like 20 or 30 times in a row without feeling uncomfortable, you're at the point that you're probably not going to drop your bike without going crazy angle. Nice. We have plenty of time. Oh, look at that.
I believe I'm doing left as tight as I'm doing today.
And another thing, so many people tell me the front brake is going to drop you. It's actually true.
Oh, I know. I know.
Anyway, I just got this weird thing in my brain from watching his videos of when somebody touches a front brake on the concourse. Oh, don't do that. Anyway, that's good. That's awesome. Do you feel comfortable with these? I mean, we can practice it again later if you want to do more of them. Or lots of people don't like that exercise or right and left turn. But to me, this exercise and that exercise help you learn balancing the friction zone in the throttle.
No, this one I had a really hard
Okay,
time.
let's do this one then. Oh, cool. Look at that. Neat. I'll come over here. Oh, I didn't think about that. It's going to be a tough video. You know what? I'm just going to set it over here and start with. No, I'm not cool enough to have an umbrella yet. So just remember, well, I'll walk through it. I'll show you. So remember the whole purpose of this one is to go into your turn completely straight up. For as an example, like on gravel, whatever. This is the one where you're going to go to maybe 3 miles an hour tops, and you're going nice and slow. I'll go both ways. Both ways. Even like this one, you're covering your brake. That trust and believe, just to get going. But you're going to be riding your brake. Let's do it. I'm starting right at the front. If you feel more comfortable, you can start back here. It's up to you. You know, if you need a little more lead time. So if I'm gonna turn left, the head and eyes go first. Straight up. Same the other way. Oh. Hey, do you know? I don't know. Did he say why you don't grab your front brake on a slow speed? I don't remember if he said that. Okay, cool. What's that?
And I know the reason. But when I'm comfortable with this, it's just like use this as an apartment system.
Yeah,
I think I'm just as a apartment.
I might have mentioned I was uncomfortable like that too until I did it several times. No. Anyway, go ahead. That's right. That's right. No, that's all right. Keep going. Go through. You're all right. Start here. Start here. Start here. And then roll slowly through. Don't try to start from the very beginning. Go through. All you're focused on is when you get right about here, you're looking at the camera and turning. That's all you're doing. Good. Yep. You're good. Yep.
No front brake that time.
No, that's good. He said no front brake. Good job. It's all right. No, you're fine. Here it was. You're using good head and eyes. That was very, very good. We'll get there with the cones. Right now, the focus is getting that head and eyes going. What's that?
I didn't keep it loaded. I looked at the camera and they said, yeah. And I'm like, okay.
I'm just excited for you. Keep it loaded. Good. Don't leave. Okay. Yeah, he's actually going a little fast on that, and that's okay. What's that? Oh, cool. You got a hot air balloon in the air. Kind of fun. Yeah, I was about to say. So you notice that? That's good. This is actually one of the slower exercises. So you really shouldn't be going faster than about 2, maybe 3 miles an hour. Slow it down. Otherwise, you're good. Slow down. Head and eyes. Slower, slower, slower. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. You're okay. You're actually good. So I think maybe your focus at this point could be because right now your head and eyes are good. I think maybe you're gaining a little bit of speed. Pull your speed down a little bit and don't worry about the cones. Look at the camera and I'm going to move my bike so you don't feel like you're going to hit it. I just thought about that. So yeah, do the same thing and don't worry about those cones. Just look at the camera and see where it takes you. Keep yourself preloaded and stay in the friction zone, nice and slow, dragging your rear brake between your handlebars. Just work with that. Yep. Turn your head. Yep. Yep. Good. A little bit less. Absolutely. It says closer. We are getting there. At this point, it looks like Robert's got Robert. Yeah. I think I already asked you before, but is it Robert or Rob? Robert. Okay. Good. Okay. Nice and slow. Keep that rear brake dragging. Good. Good. Slow down. The fact that he can actually see that it's too fast is very encouraging. So, what makes me glad is the fact that you're actually seeing yourself fall too fast. That's the first step. You got it. No matter how many times it takes, you'll get it. Good. Yeah. I was about to suggest a walk next to him, but I'm not sure he needs that. Yeah. Good job. Good. Yep. Slow down. Slow down. Good. Yep. right leg, right turn's always been better. That's what he said. Good. Yeah. You're getting the feel. Yeah. Keep that throttle. Yeah, you got it. You're doing really good. What's that?
Perfect slow turn in. That's what I need to do for this corner.
Good. Awesome. You're probably using some air, but you're doing really, really good. I don't think that's enough lean to worry about. Very good job. Oh yeah. You got a little bit of a lean going on there. Slow down. Well, that's true. Actually, it's a good point. Interesting. You bring it up the point that you're always leaning a little bit for the turn. That's actually true. What's that? On the camera, so you can hear later. So actually, you have a good point. I've heard so many times, and I think there's a reason he's saying that. Don't lean on the turn. Whenever you turn, there is a little bit of lean just by the physics of it. But the problem is, if you're going more than about 1, 2, maybe 3 miles an hour, your lean is going to be enough that it could kick out from under you because of the rocks and gravel. So that's why, I think that's why Robert says don't lean. He's saying if you're turning straight up and down, of course you're going to lean a little bit. Otherwise, your bike's going to fall over the other way. But if you can feel yourself leaning, you're leaning too far. I think that's the point of what you're saying. Doing real good. But see, keep it slow because this way you're starting to speed up again. And this isn't trust and believe. Good, yeah. Woo! Good job. Come to a stop on that side. Yeah, what you just did. But yeah. Well, stop because that's one of the exercises of somebody steps out in front of you. You're doing really good. Okay, you ready? We're gonna play do what I do. Okay? This is gonna be interesting. Let's see if you can follow me step by step. Exactly that. Yeah, awesome. You did lean a little bit, but that's all right. So even coming off, I don't know if you felt a little bit. I don't know that it would have been a problem. There was a slight lean. I just don't know if that would have been a problem in gravel. Did you see me lean at all? I might have come. Eh, Pardon me? Okay. And so that's never mind. I just wanted to. We'll see it later in the video. Good job. Fantastic. You can do it. I know you can do it. Good job. Yep. Good. Awesome. That's all right. So that was good. You already said your left side is what you want, what you need to work on. Totally with you on that. I would suggest just to get into the habit of when you feel yourself about to go down, just throttle out, knock the cones over. Don't. That's what I would suggest. Get in the habit of doing. Is that what you felt like you needed to stay inside the cones?
I felt like I was trying too hard to stay inside at the end, and I
Yep.
probably
Gotcha.
could have blown it out.
Yeah. Blow it out. Blow over the cones. In fact, these days, I don't know if you saw when I was doing the snowman exercise. I find myself if I'm going to run over cones, I just run over them. I don't care. That's why I know if you heard me at the beginning when you said, "What do you want to do? What's your focus today? Why are you out here?" So I don't want to knock over cones.
Killing cones.
So yeah, if you're going to run over the cones, just run them over because put your foot down is the quickest way to get hurt. So here we go. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to go like this. And I too far. Ride right out. Yes, I was copying you. Good job. Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. You're gonna fall. Good job. And he's running over the edge turns. We're not caring about that right now. Right now we're focused on getting that turn done without leaning. We're gonna switch up the sides again. We'll come this way on his good side to get him happy about it again. All about it. Oh, just kidding. He's actually having a lot of fun out here. So am I. This is really cool. All right, now he's just showing off. Ignore that in the video. I said now you're just showing off. One more time. See? Even I did it.